You know, there's something almost magical about the way we interact with one another. It's like a dance, a delicate balance of give and take, of understanding and being understood. And yet, so many of us stumble through this dance, stepping on toes, misreading cues, and ultimately creating distance instead of connection. I've spent countless hours pondering how to navigate this intricate web of human relationships, and I keep coming back to the wisdom of Dale Carnegie. His insights, though penned decades ago, resonate with an undeniable truth that feels as fresh today as it did then. Let's start with the fundamental techniques in handling people. It's astonishing how often we fall into the trap of criticism. We think we're helping when we point out flaws, but in reality, all we're doing is arousing resentment. It's like throwing a stone into a still pond. The ripples spread out, but the water never returns to its original calm. Instead of condemning or complaining, we should strive to understand. Imagine how different our interactions would be if we approached each other with forgiveness and empathy. What if, instead of focusing on what someone did wrong, we acknowledged their efforts? A simple, honest appreciation can transform a mundane exchange into something meaningful. It's not about flattery, it's about recognizing the humanity in each other, the struggles we face, and the victories we achieve, no matter how small. And then there's the art of arousing in others an eager want. This is where the real magic happens. To influence someone, you must first understand their desires. What makes them tick? What are their dreams? When you align your ideas with their aspirations, you create a bridge that connects you. It's not manipulation. It's collaboration. You're not just presenting your thoughts. You're inviting them into a shared vision. It's about making them feel that their goals are within reach, and you're there to help them grasp it. Now let's talk about the ways to make people like you. It's astonishingly simple, yet profoundly effective. Becoming genuinely interested in others is the cornerstone of building rapport. When was the last time you truly listened to someone? I mean, really listened, not just waiting for your turn to speak. A smile, too, can work wonders. It's a universal language that breaks down barriers and fosters warmth. And names. Oh, the power of a name. It's the sweetest sound to anyone's ears. Remembering someone's name is like giving them a little piece of your attention, a token of respect that says, "You matter to me." Being a good listener is an art form that many have forgotten. We live in a world where everyone is vying for attention. But how often do we encourage others to share their stories? When you let someone talk about themselves, you're not just filling the silence. You're validating their experiences. You're showing them that their voice matters. And when you talk in terms of their interests, you're not just engaging in conversation, you're creating a connection that feels genuine and heartfelt. But let's not forget the importance of making others feel important. This isn't about empty praise. It's about sincerity. When you make someone feel valued, you're giving them a gift that can last a lifetime. It's a simple act, yet it has the power to uplift and inspire. Now let's shift gears and consider how to win people to your way of thinking. The first rule: avoid arguments. It sounds counterintuitive, doesn't it? But think about it. When was the last time an argument led to a positive outcome? Instead, show respect for differing opinions. When you say, "You're wrong," you're not just dismissing their viewpoint, you're closing the door on dialogue. Instead, find common ground. If you're wrong, admit it quickly. There's strength in vulnerability, and owning up to your mistakes builds trust. Approach every interaction with a friendly demeanor. It's amazing how a warm smile and a kind word can set the tone for a conversation. Start with points of agreement. Get the other person saying yes right away. It creates a sense of camaraderie, a feeling that you're on the same team, and let them do the talking. People love to express their thoughts, and when you give them the space to do so, you're not just listening, you're learning. Empathy is key. Try to see things from the other person's perspective. It's not always easy, but when you genuinely attempt to understand their feelings and desires, you create a bond that transcends mere conversation. Appeal to their nobler motives. Inspire them by connecting with their higher values. And don't forget to dramatize your ideas. Present them in a way that captivates and engages. Now let's talk about leadership. Changing people without causing offense is an art. Begin with praise and appreciation. It softens the blow when you need to address issues. When you call attention to mistakes, do it indirectly. Suggest improvements rather than pointing out faults. Share your own mistakes first. It creates an atmosphere of understanding. Ask questions instead of giving orders. It fosters collaboration and respect. Allow others to save face. Dignity is a fragile thing, and when you let someone maintain theirs, you're building a foundation of trust. Praise every improvement, no matter how small. Be generous with your encouragement, and give others a fine reputation to live up to. Highlight their strengths and potential. It empowers them to rise to the occasion. Finally, make the other person happy about doing what you suggest. Frame your requests in a way that aligns with their interests. When you do this, you're not just asking for compliance. You're inviting them to be part of something greater. These principles are not just strategies. They're a way of life. They're about fostering positive interactions, building strong relationships, and influencing others in a way that feels authentic and respectful. In a world that often feels divided, these timeless truths remind us of the power of connection, understanding, and genuine human interaction. So, let's embrace these principles and dance through life with grace, kindness, and an open heart.